I'm going to put a little color on the flocking here. You gotta love how I have to take advantage of just about every minute I have to get all this art stuff done. Inspiration, not a problem. As soon as I started going to a specific source of kind of what I do, boy, that's not a problem anymore. I have hundreds, literally hundreds of monsters to look at and get some ideas from. And since I'm not making up monsters all on my own, I get to read how they're described and things like that, and then interpret them the way I want. So I get to create the appearance of what I like, but I love the challenge of matching that to what has been said, or at least getting, choosing how much I want to match it if I want to at all. So it's hard to tell in the lighting here, but I'm giving it just a little bit of artificial shading at the moment. Just really trying to not be too obvious, but you can see that doing that's helping with the fuzziness of the brown fur at the edge there. It's also kind of giving it an edge to, okay, this is where the long fur starts. Plus, I always say, black is the universal color of in art. Don't pay much attention to me. Since it's still drying a little bit, I got to be careful not to do too much coating in there, because this has the danger possibility of if I get too much acrylic on there, it'll dry and then seal off on top of it, and then the flocking glue will never really finish curing. That is not at all what I want. Okay, that's just a little bit of shading there. Come on, I don't want much, just a little. I guess it is, I'm just not seeing it very well. Okay. Yeah, it did a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and hand brush some stuff in there instead, but this is getting me closer. I'm just going to kind of deepen up some of the back areas of the inside cheeks here. Just give it a little more obvious shading in there, basically. Hopefully not make it look like it's a fake shading. May have to do a little bit more red in there, because that's getting almost entirely black now. Not what I wanted. That's okay. We can always touch it back up. And just doing a little fade of that. It's not going to be too hard. So, all right. Black done. So let's dump off some of this. There was almost nothing in there, so there's not really anything to do that with. That black is some good stuff. Not easy to clean out of the brush though. Wow, that's potent. Now it's getting closer. I don't need it to be totally clear, but I also don't want it to be, hard to tell what color I'm painting. That wouldn't be a good thing either. Okay, so check the time. Yep, still got a good 15 or so, which means, oh yeah, stare at the camera so I can look at the time and go, of course, on there. Okay, so now I'm so distracted with watching the time. What was I going to do? Oh yes, I was going to do a little bit of red. Actually, let's do a little of this, I want to do a little fleshy kind of color in there first, as they call it. That'll lighten the edges up a little. Oop, I need a new paper towel. That, boy, have I covered with flocking dust. Okay. Alrighty, let's... Still getting some black in there. There we go. Now it's a little less black. And now that I'm out of paint because, geez. Alright, that was useful. That's just going to pale it out a little bit. The lighting is terrible here. I wonder if I can do this. There we go. That'll be a little easier. Okay. That'll allow me to show that red a little bit better without going really hard with it. Okay, do I need that? I think I may do just a little bit of, just a little around the lip here. Yeah. Okay. Faked highlights in here a little. Okay. All right. Ah, come on. Wow. The wow is I just got a bunch of black out of that again, even after cleaning out the second color after it. Or starting to, anyway. Okay, so now I'll do the red like I was saying I was going to start with. Give it a little bit of fleshy, or I want to do the red because it's more dramatic, but it's not really what it should have for the inside of a mouth. So I'm looking around at my other colors to see what other shade might be better. Oops, dropping things. That's a little bit more of a interior mouth kind of thing, and then the gums are relatively close to this. So yeah, I'll throw a little bit of that in there maybe. And then I might take the red and just do a little bit of edges. This is really potent stuff too, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. Very lightly fogging it in there. Come on, turn off. Okay. So much pink. Don't want too much pink. So, red it is. I'm going to throw in some red now. Thin that down a bit. This one I don't have to clean anywhere near as much because the pink and red together is not going to be a big deal. All right, so go from an opaque. Oh, this isn't so opaque too. It treats the surface a lot more like a translucent, which is kind of weird. I kept thinking this one was a translucent, but it's not. myself. Okay. Now I want to get a little bit more of that red back in here. Okay, so I'll have to do another antique wash over that, but that'll give me a little bit more of that red color I was looking for. Just coming for it to run out. Cool. Speaking of time, I'm probably just about out. Yep, getting there. All right, so I need to clean this out real quick and call it good for now. Let everything finish drying. And after the meeting, I'll come back and probably finish this sucker up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with the color there. It's just a little too white looking. So, yep, maybe a little red, who knows. Red's a little overdone on him so far, so I'm hesitant to do that, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna finish cleaning this out, but you don't really need to watch that, so I'll see you in a little bit.